What's good, peoples?
Is it on?
Yeah, it's on. Let's start recording. I'm finna go to it now.
Oh, the Super Live.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I can't never tell. Why you don't never tell me
Tell you what,
that?
as soon as it say go live, it's going live.
I didn't see it.
That's it right there.
I know.
Click on it.
Click on it.
Yeah, so we can make sure the sound working. Yeah.
Hmm. There we go. All right. Cool beans. So, what has been up for this week?
You asking me or you asking them?
In general, I see you.
Clearly,
Hey, listen, we got to start doing this better. Listen, next time Papa Shot, we gonna come back. We gonna be right into
I
it.
mean, we on. Like, we ain't into it. It's just like just trying to set up everything. You feel me? But for me, for this week, I mean, apparently people don't like what I gotta say.
Listen, Mark has been baby, he been on it. Okay, listen, he's been a hit literally. I had to tell some of y'all people y'all got to calm down. Like, listen, I love that y'all love his comment, his commentary,
But it's a knock on both of y'all. Y'all just
but it's
wasn't paying attention to it. Y'all assumed that I'm caping for one person when I ain't caping for nobody.
it's caping for
Kids.
family.
For the family,
Yeah,
you feel me? Like, 'cause that's what it's about more than anything.
yeah,
It's about the family, bro. Like,
yeah.
pretty much. Like, I don't know what else to say. It's about family. Like, I guess a lot of people don't care about family.
Well, I think that's been interesting to see, right? Because it's seeing people's reactions to the stuff that's happening. So, like, let's start off Dr. Umar, right? We all know what happened. We all know it was a thing. We all know it was going on, right? Did we introduce ourselves? At this point, y'all should know I'm Kiki.
I'm Hunt
Welcome to the
to
Hunt
my
Life
life
Podcast.
podcast.
This is our live
We
series.
go live up on it don't matter. You can catch us anytime. Either we on live on TikTok
Yeah,
or we live up on YouTube, but we try to make sure our YouTube is like a scheduled live though.
yeah.
TikTok that might be random, and with that one you get to
We gotta go to I'm the Key
mm,
page to catch the live over there.
and those be that
But
raw, unfiltered. Just
yeah, we
you never
just
know with
talking.
that. We just be talking and
Yeah,
talking to the people that pop in,
yeah,
giving out tidbits here, tidbits there,
right.
helping the people that want to be helped and talking to them.
Yeah. So I just want to say that because I don't know if we had said this. So make sure if y'all watching, welcome. If you're new here, welcome. If you are a normal viewer, welcome back. Um, Make sure y'all hit the like button, please. I say it because I'm not probably gonna say it no more. I'm gonna forget. So got that out the way. Dr. Umar. All right. The week started with that. Everybody going into last weekend was in an uproar about Dr. Umar. Did you say Thursday was gonna be the day? Have we heard anything from anybody?
I don't know, but
Said Thursday was supposed to be the day, and I'm trying to figure out, baby, what happened? Because today is Thursday. We made it to right now. It's about 10:42. Okay,
what you
ain't heard
mean? What
nothing.
happened? Duh, he do what he do best.
So that what does he do best, boy?
Lie. Like he's a liar.
So
Like shit.
with that, right? Okay, so I'm gonna go see if I can find someone's Instagram. But now,
Check it. I said that Dr.
yeah, tell the people
Umar
what you said.
out here wilding because for the simple fact of that you trying to tell everybody that they need to take care of their family and they need to have a community and stuff the whole entire time. You ain't even doing nothing with your family. You got a whole random ass kid out here. And I felt like it was hilarious because I mean it goes along with the character that he is.
Yeah,
Why not lie about a kid? You lied about starting a school. So that's what I said. I brought to people attention, like you gotta watch out because he finessing. And then I said he finessing the community. But I mean, it is true. I feel like he is. He's finessing the community. Why? Because he's not living his raps. Boys out here making it seem like that he actually doing stuff for the community, but all the entire time he ain't even taking care of his kids. Using reverse psychology on the peoples and everything. Like he out here really wilding.
He wildin'.
Duh. He just capitalizing on the publicity that he was getting.
Bruh.
Like, you can't expect nothing different from a con artist.
Been doing nothing but posting a bunch of thank yous and of support.
Hmm. He got them people in the chokehold, and that's the sad part. He's a scam artist. You know how long he been scamming the community? A long time. Like, y'all got to think about it. Dr. Umar was been around since what, 2012, 2013, something like that. He was around since for some. He been around for a while. He was on Hidden Colors too. Like the boy has been around doing a lot of stuff, and on top of doing a lot of stuff, he been taking money more than anything.
What's the screenshot supposed to be? Who is these screenshots from? He keeps saying Dr. Umar speaks. He even changed his name. I don't know. I'm confused. Now, clearly, it didn't. He didn't have a thing going on.
Cause he's not
Nothing
gonna
happened,
change
so I guess
anything.
there's no update. But no shocker there. Um, yeah. So no update there. I just want to say because if it was update, we live so we can see. All right. No update there. So he got online, dragged his daughter last week. Okay, he confirmed it was his daughter. I don't want to hear no more. We don't really know. He confirmed. He said he was paying child support for her. He has all the paperwork. So okay, like it don't take y'all got to listen to understand, not listen to respond. He admitted that it was his child. Okay, he said he has been paying child support. She needs to talk to her mama. Right? Okay, cool. But for you to get on the internet and then you like blast her. First of all, sir, this is how you want another man talking to your daughter? Like, I'm confused. You just not your daughter, like, because you
It's
paid
his
the child
daughter,
support.
but
It's
he
done.
don't care. Like,
Like, and then, and then it's the fact that you, because I think people are missing the point of you a pillar of the community. Y'all
supposed to be
community,
of y'all
not
community,
ours,
not
but
my
them.
community.
Like, right?
Y'all know my beliefs. I don't listen to somebody that's a failure.
Oh, okay. Well, it's
He
something
doesn't
like that.
have a wife.
True.
He's not taking care of his kids.
True.
So in my eyes, you're not like you can't lead nobody in any direction when you don't have a family.
And that's what I was saying. I think people are missing the point of saying like whether this is his daughter or we don't know what happened or whatever y'all finna say. It doesn't matter. Here's the point. The point is he teaches people to do better, and this is what's wrong with the black community now. But then he does the very thing that's not in the benefit of the black community by not raising his seed and pretty much saying because I paid child support that should have been enough. I don't want nothing to do with her. So you're not no different than the black men that you bash on a consistent basis for doing the exact same thing and having the same ideology. You have to be able to practice what you preach. Somebody left a comment on your post when you said what you had said and was
Hmm.
like, you never heard do as I say and not as I do. Here's the thing that you remember that the next time that man cheat on you. Like you remember that the next time he ghosts you, sis. Like, because here's the thing, that's delusional to think. You should not be following anybody. Should nobody that can't live up to the things that they're saying to you be leading you nowhere.
Hmm.
That's an unstable man. Anything he says is going to waver.
Hmm.
And if you are not going to hold him accountable for the things that he's saying, if he can't put action behind his words, anybody can get on any app and go anywhere and do anything or say anything. But to back that up is totally different. The point of the matter is if you're gonna be a pillar and you're gonna be making sure that men are held accountable for their actions and saying we need to come together, we need to stop doing this, and you fighting for the kids. Listen, you also have to be walking in that, right? So it's just the fact that he preaches this, but he doesn't live this way. And too many people follow people or okay people who do not live up to the things that they are saying. And y'all, but we're the judgmental people for calling it out. It's like at the end of the day, either you're gonna do it or you're not. If you're not gonna do it, then you no longer can bash black men for doing the same thing that you have done, and you don't, from your recent posts, have a problem with nothing that you did. You said that doesn't count as being a deadbeat because you paid your child support, so neither does it count for them.
Hmm.
And it's the fact that all these men are trauma bonding with him, saying, "Oh, well, women sometimes you can't get their kids and whoop whoop." That man has way more money than y'all. Stop trauma bonding with somebody who in a different tax bracket. He got different power, different money. If he wanted to see his kid, he could have been like, listen, he didn't want to be a part. And that's the part he not gonna tell y'all. So he just gonna let it go. Just like with the school. He don't want to build that school. The only reason he started back talking about that school because everybody started questioning where the school at. Like
Hmm.
we talk about that school the same amount of time. Like how many times would the black like we so easily finessed.
By our own people. Y'all know
Like
Hidden Colors 2 came out in 2012.
mm-hmm.
So that means he been around since 2012, actually before 2012.
Yeah.
I think I started seeing stuff about Dr. Umar like 2011, 2010,
Yeah.
back when it was
That
like
was college years, man.
yeah,
So yeah, he was like,
it was him, Dr. Umar, Tariq Nasheed,
yeah.
and then you had Professor Griff. I was listening to more so Professor Griff because he was the hoe from Public Enemy.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
So you
yeah,
had
yeah.
them people. Those was like the three main big people that was out here preaching the like the good stuff about what's going on and how this and that need to change and everything and
Yeah.
all that stuff. But everybody went their different ways.
Right.
Everybody went their separate ways, and on top of going their separate ways, everybody actually started doing stuff.
Yeah.
I.e., Tariq Nasheed, he started pushing the Pan American thing and
Mm.
we are Moors and stuff, he started pushing that more and he started doing his work behind the Moors and trying to tell everybody about what's going on and how we was the original people here. We are the actual indigenous people
Yeah.
and stuff. And then he kind of sort of introduced Dan Calloway. Dan Calloway was the guy that was actually doing he was the research behind everything that Tariq Nasheed was saying. Dan Calloway was dropping documentaries and stuff up on YouTube, and it was about how they only found like one slave ship that was crashed off in the ocean, like
Mm.
towards like what a Geechee, South Carolina.
Right.
Like it was only one ship that actually, and then they had the paperwork to show that it was actually one ship
Yeah.
that only came into the port that was transporting people.
Right.
Like he was breaking it all down, like going through the history of everything. But everybody split up, went their own ways. Everybody did their thing. Professor Griff, he started exposing like the industry
Mm.
and all of that on that side.
Right.
And old Dr. Umar, he put it out there that he finna do a school because he want black boys to have a school to go to so they can learn how to be good black men.
Mm.
So he been preaching about this school since 2012,
Mm-hmm.
a little bit before 2012.
Always been like weird stuff like floating around him though. Like it was like for a minute it was he like white women.
Oh, I still believe he
Oh,
do,
I
but
believe he do too, but it's like it's always been janky stuff around it. And like again, nobody's because then people say, "Oh, y'all want him to be perfect." It's not perfect because no human is perfect.
mm-mm.
But and it's not even the fact that he had a kid. It's the fact that you are not practicing what you preach. It's the fact that you made her out to be a villain for your lack of parenting that you know destroys the black community. That's literally what you teach. You're not going by your own teaching. Like it's not wanting him to be perfect, but when he made the mistake of having a broken home, the least he could have did was say, be able to say he's an father. Even if he went a couple years and he wasn't, he tried to fix it. Like from his response, it don't sound like it was none of that. You get online talking about your phone number ain't changed, but you the father, so why does she have to reach out to you? And then she never said she didn't, she couldn't contact you. She said she did and you ignored her and you didn't respond back to that. Like, so it's not, we're not looking for him to be perfect because you should know just common sense, nobody's perfect. But
Mhm.
I do hold you to a standard when you're holding a community to standards.
Yeah, when
Like
you're
I'm gonna
trying to
hold you
help.
to that same pillar. That's like us getting on here telling y'all about the lessons we've learned and what we need to stop doing and what we've observed and stuff like that, but we're not doing the things. That don't mean we're perfect. That doesn't mean we have a perfect relationship, but these are just the lessons that we've learned thus far, and we're still learning lessons because we're not perfect, but we are holding ourselves to the same accountability that we are telling everybody else. These are things, that's why we're able to say it, because we've already went through it and dealt with it, and we're already past it. And as we're learning our new lessons, y'all will learn about those later on once we figure those out. But it's not perfectionism we're looking for. It's honesty, it's authenticity, it's you being a man of your word.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Y'all make that so hard. It's not hard to be a person of your word. And that still means you could mess up, but you're gonna take accountability. It's no accountability in nothing that happened with him. Crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy work. But what you expect from a con artist? Can't expect nothing different.
The finesse is real.
So, well, as we pivot, the other thing that they got up on my ass about, and that was today.
What's
Like, it was on my ass instantly. Like the Dr. Umar stuff, it took like a day before everybody started getting up on my ass. When I
we
talked about,
checked it.
yeah,
Yeah, we checked it.
the next day or
Yeah,
later on that day, but we
it was
dropped
like
it.
late.
Because I
Yeah,
did it Saturday, but we dropped it Sunday. And
no,
later
I dropped it
on,
that
no,
day.
you dropped it Saturday. Yeah, I did it Saturday. We backed up. We dropped that bad boy Saturday night. Like after I finished it, by Sunday morning, they was up on my neck. Now with the DDG stuff, we dropped that at like could have been 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. They was
Nigga with
on
that
my ass at
40,
4. Like
a
they put my
45
name up
minute radius, baby. He was
instantly, like they instantly was up on me, like y'all still talking about this. One dude called me a feminist, and I'm
pissed.
like, bro, how can I be like? I'm like, first of all, I looked at his bio. It said 18 years old, so I said instantly, I'm not talking to no kid. It's a grown folks conversation. So I canceled him out instantly. But I'm on live now, so on your ass, I'm finna go. How can I be a feminist, my G, when a feminist doesn't want it, when a woman that's a feminist doesn't want to be married? Like logically, that doesn't make any sense. That's how we know a bunch of y'all 18-year-olds out here stupid as hell. Because if you actually had some sense, then you would have realized that a feminist can't be the same. You can't be a feminist and then promote married life.
That's true.
It doesn't go hand in hand. It never went
Feminists
hand
don't
in hand.
need no man. They
Yes,
independent.
that's the thing. You can't be a feminist and you need a man. That's ass backwards.
Yeah, that's
Then on
real.
top of that, he continued to persist on trying to say that my wife is gonna be like everybody else. She gonna do the same thing that all these other women did. Well, first of all, before we even got to that part, he sit there and gonna say that your hoe must have told you to say that. So I said, well, he did say that.
What? Go ahead. You said it now.
Oh, my bad.
Like,
So I was like, bro, like what the I said, I called them a B word. Like you bit, like you be. Like, don't come at me like that. Instantly I got strike. He started it, but I get strike.
you did. Like, you got the cheat.
Yeah, but he came for you, bro. I don't do this. I don't do
Listen,
that
listen.
petty stuff. I'm not one of them.
All I told this man was to change the I to a Y,
And
and
I'm
he
not doing none of
refused.
that. I refuse to do that. I'm not finna play
It's a
because I don't want
problem.
to play them weirdo games.
That's
That's
what it
weirdo
is.
games. Yes, it is. I can't say that I'm going against the grain, but then I play along with the way that they want me to play along.
Cause listen.
So I deleted his shit. He coming back and said that I sound like a feminist. So I told him pretty much like, bro, like it's a grown folks conversation. I mean,
Listen,
what you
I don't
expect?
argue with kids, and
Yeah.
here's the thing: it
I don't even argue with my child. So what the hell I look like arguing with somebody else's kid? Because I mean, you 18 years old, bro. You a kid. I don't care from where you from. Like I don't care about none of that. You still a kid, bro. Like what little girl hurt your feelings to where you feel like
deflection for me. It was like
it's
you like
always
hurt you because y'all be so into your own trauma and y'all don't even realize when you speaking, you sound like you come from the hurt that you experienced.
because
Like,
another dude was up on
yeah,
that,
another
and
dude
then
was
he
on
gone on
them.
after I told him, bro. So what you saying is that you rather for your kid to not be in the
Learning.
household with you.
Mhm.
I mean, my wife left me. My supposed to. He put wife in parentheses, so that let me know off the muscle. His ex-wife, she left me, and she took my daughter with me, with her and everything. I'm like, bro, it got to be one or two things. This is what Kiki told me to say, because I didn't know what to say. Because I mean, I didn't care.
Hey, if people like to play the sympathy card and just for the sake of winning an argument, say that right. I've been doing this internet thing for literally just a little bit, but that's something that I do notice, especially with the type of work I do, because I deal with people who experience a lot of trauma and I am a person who's experienced a lot of trauma. I'm not that type of person who uses my experiences to get sympathy from people, but it's a lot of people who do. And like they'll do it for the sake of winning the argument. So I'm like, okay, so again, that comes out of one of the two things. Either it's what y'all are already saying, you married the wrong person, you did not vet properly, and you married her under the wrong pretenses, and that is what it is, or you are part of the problem of why she left you. It's only one of those two. That
Hmm.
like them, that's it. So either way, you have to take your own accountability for what happened. You're not gonna sit on this app and come from somebody. We don't know you, nor do we know her.
And
So
I don't
I
care.
don't have we don't have a fight in this race, baby. Like it we don't yeah, and then we don't care. But you're not gonna come on here to try to prove a point off of your trauma.
Mhm.
Because that's your trauma. We get you hurt, you going through a divorce, baby. Sorry for you. I hate to hear that a couple
And they
is getting
worse than
divorced.
females.
They
Dudes is
are.
worse than females because they say the same thing that the females say.
Yeah, I'm starting
Yo,
to see
yo,
why
your wife gonna leave you
this
just
is
like they leave everybody else.
everybody
I'm
else.
like, dang, this is why they call y'all sassy.
This is why I do see why women
Because
be
y'all be
like,
on here acting very sassy, bro. That's some sassy stuff. Somebody had the nerve to even say that I was sassy because I got on Dr. Umar ass. Like y'all, like he online caping for another man. You glazing another man, but I'm sassy. When I said that, he ain't had nothing else to say. But it's the truth. You glazing, bro. Like relax. Like why is it that I'm the one that don't love myself, or I'm sassy, or I'm all this and all that. But I'm sitting over here talking on the platform with me and my wife. Y'all sitting over there without
mm,
crying,
not
online crying, online spilling your feelings, trying to figure out why you can't get no female. This why you can't get no females, cause y'all boys out
y'all
here
hurt.
females.
Yeah,
Y'all the
y'all.
females.
Yeah, a lot of y'all need to go heal. Like a lot of
Like
men need to like, cause y'all feelings is showing. And I'm not saying that it's not okay to show your, but I am saying it is not okay to be spearing your hurt on other people. Like for you to be like, oh, she gonna be the same way. Like, well, don't do that. Don't we rebuke all of that. All right, do not do that. Second of all, we have been together for our anniversary is this month. So we've been together like 14, almost 15 years. Okay. We have went through a whole hell of a
our
lot.
relationship damn near older than him.
Yeah, that's the crazy part. So a lot of y'all is so hurt and so scared of being hurt or let down. Y'all can't take more than one let down without understanding relationships as an ebb and flow. You gonna disappoint them, they gonna disappoint you because again, nobody's perfect. Like, what are we doing here? Like, men, I don't think that since your post this week has been taken over, I'm shocked about the amount of men who are like really hurt on
They
this
butt
internet.
hurt.
And I'm
And it's
like,
from all age groups.
all
I
age
have
groups
pissed off from Gen X
to
to
Gen
to
Zers.
Gen Zers. Like I have, and on the Dr. Umar, I specifically came after the Gen Xers, and they got on there and they
Yeah, people
showed their
was
feelings.
yeah, they was teed up.
But the reason why they was mad is because I said that he gonna do like he another Gen Xer. They rather play stepfather than being a real father. And when I said that, they got under their skin. They had to come out here and speak.
So
Now
serious.
with the DDG, yeah, the younger dudes gonna come after me because they the ones that's watching all these streamers, so they the ones that feel like that they just I don't
Yeah,
know.
because here's the thing that y'all don't know: the girl was sick. Just not the baby was sick; she was sick. All right, you on here taking this lady and she's sick. Listen, if you not gonna be no help while we are over here sick, I'ma kick you out too. Like I'm not the baby is sick. You shouldn't want him to be out and about. And then you have 50,000 people around him at all given time. Like, bruh, let that lady nurse that baby back to health and then you get him back when he's healthy. Like
You know what I'm
she
saying?
shouldn't have to come on this internet and defend herself with her child. Like you left when you decided to not, and then this is a running thing with him. I don't know him as a streamer. I didn't know what he did. I didn't know none of that, but I do know his all his relationships are toxic. He always put his relationships out on the internet. But this relationship is different because you have a child with her. Like
Hmm.
your baby is involved in this. And it's the fact that if you have a sick child, common sense should tell you that maybe it is better for him to stay in this centralized location because he doesn't need to be getting any more germs. He don't need to be being located different places if it's not to the doctor and home. He needs to be able to get better. If that means you have to come over and help her with the baby, I'm pretty sure she will accept your help. Like
If he didn't
she
just leave from doing that, like he one of them streamers that be clout chasing.
that's what I'm saying. So
So
and that's
he
a
could
whole
have dead
nother
ass been over there helping and everything, and then went home and went to stream and decided to start clout chasing.
see, that's not okay because that's your baby
But
mama.
that's what he
Like,
do.
and then if she take this too far to where she has you under, you can't do that no more. Then you gonna be out here tea. But you, certain things should be off limits. You should not play with your family,
But that's the
regardless of the
problem.
fact that is your family, that is your baby mama, that is your child. You should not be putting stuff out like that about your child's mother for your child to be able to come and Google that one day because everything on the internet lives forever.
Thing with this whole situation is because he got a little nephew, and his little nephew, he used to have his little nephew on his stream anytime he wanted to, and like yeah, him and his daddy, like his daddy and his nephew, literally got their stream stuff started jumping because they went off upon his stuff.
Mm,
So he was used to having his little nephew up on there, so he probably assumed that once he got his child, he was gonna be able to stream his child growing up like he was doing like his nephew. And you got a woman that's sitting over there saying, "Nah, we're
she
not finna do
private.
that."
Yeah, she's a private person,
Like,
which
it's
is
nothing wrong with you putting them on Instagram every once in a while or have them in your stories or highlighting like cool stuff. You literally streaming him every single day. Every time you got him, he on stream with you.
yeah,
Like you using your son for clout.
yeah. Which is not okay because he deserves to try to have somewhat of a normal child. His mama is the Little Mermaid, bro. Relax, like come on, like you just it's the maturity level. Like I think he in his 20s or something. It's just the maturity level. So hopefully he can get it together, before he do too much of damage for real. Because it's only so much that you could put somebody through, and especially she has came out and said that she does struggle with postpartum. You have not been really making it easy. I don't know any of these people, so it's not to nobody's defense, but I'm saying as a father, that should always come first. You should not be going out of your way to stress somebody out because you didn't get your way today. That is immature, and you need like you gotta grow.
You
Like
keep your family business offline, bro. Like that ain't even had the community that need to hear all that. Cause that's you and your woman problem, bro. Like keep that stuff to yourself. That's lame.
yeah.
More of that story is like, yeah, bro, you being lame with that situation. Relax.
And it's
Like,
the men that like, what do you mean? He should be able to see his child whenever he want. No, he shouldn't because he doesn't see
oh,
them no more.
because a dude was trying to say, because I said that he pretty much, you can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't be a part time father expecting full time father benefits.
Yeah,
And a lot of dudes wanted me to explain what does that mean. So I'm explaining to you the same way I explained it to the dude that was on the comment that was saying, what you mean by a part time father? Well, when I say a part time father, I mean a dude that's going to sit there. And if you got to take your child back to their mama
yeah,
after you spend time with them, you're a part-time father because a real father, 24/7 father, they don't have to take their kids nowhere but where they want to take them. It ain't no taking them back to their mama. We stay in the same house together.
Yeah.
So you have the luxury of dropping your kid back off when you don't feel like being bothered. It
Hmm.
doesn't matter that you do want your child. It's the simple fact of that when you do get them and you get tired of them, you can send them back to their mama house.
But here's the thing: if you get a break from your kids,
You part-time.
time. Like we don't a full time parent don't have a choice. Maybe they
You
that's 24/7, 7 days out of the week, no matter what type of mental breakdowns we having, no matter what type of week we having. It don't matter. They ain't got nowhere to go but here. Full time. As a part-time parent, that means you have them part of the time, part of the week, part of the day, part of the whatever, part of the
part-time.
year. It's part time. You are that does that mean you're not an involved parent? No, you can still be an involved parent, but that doesn't change the fact that you're now a secondary parent, which
Yeah.
makes you a part-time parent. Like we gotta like get out our feelings
If you
and
don't
call it what it
yeah,
is. It
if you don't
is
like the
what it
title, then
is.
do something about it. There's a thing called marriage.
Yeah,
Marry your
stop
baby mama and
creating broken
actually be in a
houses.
household with them so you don't have to be a part-time father. You can be a real father, a
Yeah,
real-time father, full-time father. Because I'm not like I don't mean like a real father. You are an actual real
real
father.
father.
Like no disrespect. That's not what
But
I'm
it
trying
does
to
make you
say.
a
But yeah,
part-time
you like yeah, you're a
dad.
secondary parent. Like
And
man,
that is
like
okay. Sometimes, like, we get it. Sometimes stuff don't work out. Cool. But it still is what it is. Like, y'all have, it's like, I don't know if people don't think this stuff through. I
no,
don't
they don't.
know
They
if
don't think at all.
people just don't. You can go in wishing the best, but this is not like, if we had our first kid before we got married, again, I always still understood at the same time, at any time, this could just not be it, right? So I would still understand that, damn, now I have to co-parent with this individual. How can I make this an easy experience for the both of us? Like that is still, you start to like, if y'all not thinking about that, if y'all have not made a real commitment to each other, like as far as like marriage and stuff like that, like if y'all have not really went into it and this is just your baby daddy and that's just what happened, those are things that y'all have to think about and y'all really should be discussing. That should be a conversation. If something was to happen, how would we go about this? And yes, we know sometimes people don't tell the truth in the midst of certain conversations, but you should be able to read the room. If they getting upset, they getting irritated, they showing signs that they don't really want to have this conversation, that's going to give you an inkling that he might be a crazy baby daddy, or she might be a little crazy baby mama. Like that, so you can start planning ahead for how this about to go. Like, if y'all know y'all don't plan to fully commit to each other, why is these things not being a conversation? Y'all both are just gonna be held accountable. There's not no way around it. Like, both of y'all are responsible for the well-being of that child. And if you can't work it out to be together and raise the child, and you have to do it separately for whoever fault it is, whatever reason it is up to y'all to be adults and be able to come up with something that works for the both of y'all in the best interest of the child. But you still have to understand that you are part-time, even moms. If you have a co-parenting baby daddy, stop calling yourself a single mama. You are not single. You are single because you're not with a man. You're not married. You single when you're with in a relationship. You're still single, baby. That don't change nothing. You are single till you married. Okay, so that don't change nothing. You are a co-parenting mother. That means that child has a father that is involved. That's what that means. Stop taking the baby mama trying. You get a break from your kids, whether it's every weekend, every holiday, every summer, after school he picking up, whatever. You get a break, baby. I don't. Where they gonna go besides the back room? Okay, you it's part time, baby. Both of y'all being part time. The kid part with you part of the time, and part of the time they not. Like that's it.
mhm.
We gotta stop filling with facts. Oh,
Facts over
it went on
feelings.
purpose, but for real, like you gotta like the fact is this is what it is. You can't make everything an emotional thing. Well, I don't like that word, so that's what it is.
The fact is, a bunch of these dudes out here be acting like little women.
That's true too.
They in their feelings more than the women is, so the women can't even afford to be in their feelings.
Yeah.
When y'all both running around here emotional, like,
That's what's wrong with y'all
like,
having a baby. Like
shit.
y'all both emotional at the same time, baby.
And
Learn
I don't
to
even know who worse, the
balance.
dudes that had they grew up with their father, dudes that didn't grow up with their father.
That's
But
true.
they all out here sensitive. Like
Very.
they all intersecting.
Yeah.
Boy get one heart broke
And it's
and he
all
just
women
it's
are
over with.
horrible. Like, what? Calm
You like that
down.
because you ain't never really had no women in your life. So once you finally got one, is you devastated. Like that's what it be showing. Like it be showing that
Be hurt no more. Like people don't know how to take rejection. They don't know how to take hurt. They don't know how to take misunderstandings. Like people really don't know how to do that no more. It's like one heartbreak, one bad experience, and baby, that's it. That's it.
Mhm.
I'm never giving my heart again. Like calm down. Like
Speaking of hurt, a girl that got hit upside the head with that baton in a
man,
race, like the chick, there was some high school females. It was the championship race, and she was trying to say that the girl jumped over in her lane, but she didn't.
bad
She was
sportsmanship.
just poor sportsmanship. She was just upset because she was seeing them.
She was
She was
losing.
losing. She was finna drop down to third place, so she
Baby,
got
she
upset
clung tough
and
so
she hit
hard.
her
Said, she told me that's not what happened. I almost fell. Girl, where? Your knees didn't even buckle.
because you ran the race. You finished the race.
Hey, you fair game. You 18. Like, you ain't. Now, I don't know about the one that got hit upside the. You 18. She 18. They, she's still in the juvenile court right now, but they got her in adult facility. Cause she
Hmm.
18. Girl, I didn't see your knees buckle or nothing. It don't look like you was trying to like save your life from falling. It looked like you purposely clunked that girl upside the head because you be damned if you come in third. It's not funny, y'all, but that's crazy. I've never seen that. I've been in sports. I've done a lot of stuff in school, but I've never. It was never that serious. You
Even
win
watching
some, you lose
professional
some. Like,
track and
girl,
field, because I watched some professional track and field. I don't miss the Diamond League in the summertime or none of that. And you never see like people just
she tried to
do
take
that.
that baby out. Like, that's what I'm saying. Y'all don't even know how to lose no more. It's okay. Feel the emotions and then move
She
on.
felt an
Like,
emotion. She felt rage. She felt defeated.
we gotta teach these kids. Well, that's what I'm saying. As adults, we got to get our emotions under control so we can teach these kids how to get their emotions under control. Because that is crazy for her to even have that thought to hit that girl side her head with that. Like she tried to end that baby. Like that is. If I was her mama, baby, that'd be a whole nother conversation. Because about my kids, oh, I don't have no sense. I don't have no understanding when it comes to my kids. I don't care who did it. Girl, I saw what I saw, especially when I would have ran that. I was already there, so I didn't need to see the camera. But once I re-saw it, no understanding. Go get your mama. Go.
Before we get out of here, we got to talk about another person without Kendra G.
Oh.
Without like a mug, like
Listen, I would hate to be on the wrong side of the men internet. Cause baby, y'all dragging that poor lady for dear
she deserve
life.
it.
I have been saying that all week. Like, baby, what you don't want to do, it's nothing. They say a woman scoring shit. It ain't nothing like men scoring. Baby, men, well, they will wait and they will cherish the day when
And
they can have your ass on a platter
I didn't care. I didn't care at
and
first.
carrying you, baby. Listen. And
I
she
was
kept
already
doubling
seeing
down.
it. That's the thing. The thing that made me
She was
mad
crashing out low
that
key.
let me gonna say, "Yep, I'm finna have to go on and do it," was when she had some dude up on there and he said that like, yeah, he a winemaker,
Yeah.
and he said that like, yeah, she essayed him and stuff like that, and she proceeded to say that because your stuff got hard, that's not essay. You knew what you was doing.
Yeah.
So in my mind, I'm saying that, oh, okay, so because she got wet, then that means that he didn't essay her because we can't like what are we doing here? Like you're gonna say because he was drunk that he don't get the same slack as a drunk woman? That's kind of wrong and insensitive. So what you're saying that only men can do that, but women can't? So wouldn't that be like the same women that poke holes up in the stuff? Or wouldn't that be like the same women that go in the bathroom and take it out the trash can and try to put it off up in them so they can get pregnant? Like, don't that
That's
all kind of sort of
disgusting.
fall?
That's
Well, I
so
mean,
nasty. Like
they got some broads out here that do it.
that is a wild word for me. Cause how you even must I, listen.
When the dude got some bread, they'll do whatever they got to do for that bread.
In no way. First of all, the germs. I would listen. It's the dirt. You got to get the trash can, and you got to undo so much. Ugh.
She out of line for that, bro. Like, and y'all gonna continue to go to it. The part that got me like wondering is how do you go to somebody that don't have a man or a husband and they gonna tell you how to get a husband?
They're not. It's not. She not telling you. It's just like a dating show. Like she like link y'all up.
She can't link her own self up to get a man. How she's gonna link you up to get a man? Like we gotta logically start thinking about this type of stuff. People like she ain't never showed that she had a man, and when she
Well,
did,
when she came from the Kevin Samuel stuff.
no,
Like she
she
was
tried to be a Kevin Samuels. What she trying to be?
no, she was on his show.
Oh, so she
That's
was
how
one of
she
them.
came
Got
up. Like
she
she
got
was.
called out.
She was one of. She was
Oh, so she thought that she
That's
was
what they've
supposed
been
to get
bringing
a.
back up.
So
Yeah.
she went on there trying to say that she deserved a 6-figure nigga, and Kevin Samuels told her negative.
Yeah, she was saying why the she was debating him on why women can't have like want what they want, right? And so like she was debating him
You can want
on
what you
that,
want. That
and
don't
so
mean
he
you
was
gonna
like, "It's
get it.
not logical," and he was telling her because she was like, I'm not married by choice," and she was like, "Yeah, that's
No
what
such
all you,
thing.
yeah." So
Like
like they got into this tit for tat. So I don't know if she was on there a couple times, but I know like the interviews is resurfacing with him
mm,
and her. So that's how she. And then after that, she came out with the dating show. So
mm.
that's kind of her claim to
You
fame.
can want what you want. That don't mean that you're gonna get it. I
That's
want a
true.
million dollars. That don't mean I'm finna get it right now. I can get it in the future.
True.
You can want whatever you want. That don't mean you gonna get it and you deserve it.
I feel like that don't mean that you deserve
Like, how
it.
you gonna get a 6-figure dude when it's only 5% of black men that are six figures? So you telling me that out of 90 percentile, 90 something, 92% of women feel I'm on y'all ass, them 92%. All of y'all 92%, y'all honestly feel like that y'all gonna be able to get a dude that's in the 5 percentile. And then on top of we gotta cause that's just saying the million the ones that's making 6 figures. It's 5 percentile. Now let's take that 5 percentile and let's break it down and cut it into half.
Yeah, because half of
Because
them
half
married.
of them are married.
Yeah.
So that means that you guys are out here fighting for 2.5%.
And usually the ones not married, that's because of reason. Like, whether something wrong with them or they out here just playing the field because they know like the
Because they
quantity.
can.
Like,
Like
so
2.5%.
that is a by choice situation. Like, but for women, it's just unrealistic. I think you should date the guy that wants to date you, but you gotta be realistic. I think that's what I'm saying. Like, I think
There's
I
nothing
don't
wrong with
know.
being average.
I just don't know what we doing. Like as a community, like what are we doing? Like we don't want to hold men accountable until it works for us or we become victimized. We don't want to be realistic about calling things what they are. We don't want to we don't want to be honest with who we are and what we are and what we really do deserve and the amount of work we're willing to actually put in for the thing that we talking about we deserve. Like we just don't like I
We
don't
don't
know
want to
what we
take care of
doing.
our
Yeah, we
kids.
want to take care of the kids. Like we don't care about showing them better and being the example for them. But then we don't care to take the phones and the computers out their hands to where other people aren't, you know, what's the word? It's not they're not looking at other people as an example. Like we don't want to be the example. Like we just it's I don't know what we doing. Like we not winning in parenting. We not winning in relationships. We not all we winning in is stupidity.
And obesity.
That too. This big bad culture got to stop. I don't even know why that became a thing. I thought it was a joke to make people stop, but it's a joke to okay the bad and unhealthy eating habits, and that's wild to me. Cause who, mm, mm.
With that being said, because it's gonna take a quick left on both of our behalf, because
but
I'm just saying, like, I'm Hunt.
I'm Kiki.
This is the Hunt Life Podcast. Oh, so sad, too bad if you guys didn't see the lunar eclipse that's gonna happen today on the 13th, going into 14th. But hey, it's a lunar eclipse going on. If you get a chance to go outside and look at it, then by all means go outside and look at it, because these don't happen all the time. Every couple of years is when we get a lunar eclipse. But don't worry, it should be another one later on this year, which is spooky in its own. That
Mm-hmm.
we finna have two lunar eclipses in one year.
Which
Like,
one last year? That's crazy.
mhm. But with that being said, I'm Hunt.
I'm Kiki.
This is the Hunt Life Podcast. Hunt Life.
Live dreams.